Hello everyone, welcome to the Cricket Sages. Today we'll be doing a review of India versus England, the ODIs. As you all know, India won the series 2-1 in a nail-biting decider and we saw some amazing action towards the end. The series was a very interesting one between the top two sides of this format. India won the first ODI due to some excellent batting from Shikhar, Kohli, Rahul, and Krunal Pandya, who hit an emotional half century on debut. In the bowling department, it was all about Prasidh Krishna, another debutant who shone brightly, picking up 4 wickets and also showcased a brilliant return spell. Bhuvaneshwar and Shardul Thakur also picked up wickets to further damage the English batting. We also witnessed an amazing comeback into the match spearheaded by the Indian Pacers, and ultimately the match was won by the Indians. The second ODI unfortunately went the England's way, and it was all about Stokes and Bairstow's show. OMG, that was some sort of hitting. The Indian spinners were smashed all around the park, and the heroics of KL Rahul, Kohli, and Rishabh Pant went in vain. We did not see Hardik Pandya bowling this match, which hurted India's chances as they missed out on a sixth bowling option. Now, on to the third ODI. Kohli lost the toss again. And unlike the other two ODIs, this match India had a brilliant opening partnership. Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan made sure that India puts 100 runs on board before losing a wicket. But this joy was short-lived as Rohit, Shikhar and Kohli fell in quick succession and Rahul soon followed them. But it was the Super Pant and Pandya power that saved India. These two took on the English bowlers and got their half centuries. They had a heroic partnership of 99 runs in which we saw some really enjoyable hitting. Shardul Thakur contributed 30 runs towards the end, which was a major contribution. The English innings started exactly how we Indians wanted it to be. English teams lost both their openers very quickly, and they were at a situation of 95 for 4 at a point in the game. And we Indians thought that we had the game in our pockets by now. But the middle order batsmen had other plans when they put out very good partnerships and made sure they do not lose any more wickets. They created very top knock. They played very good top knocks and also saw some brilliant shots and kept up with the required run rate. But India managed to pick up wickets at the right time due to some excellent bowling from Bhuvaneshwar, Shardul Thakur, who chipped in with 4 wickets, and Natarajan as well as Hardik. This time around, we saw Hardik Pandya bowling, bowling brilliantly, which highlighted the need of a sixth bowler, how important that position is in the ODI format. Anyways, we have to accept that Sam Curran was OP in the match. He played like a legend. The game came down to the final over due to the heroics of Sam Curran. And in the final over, we saw Yorker Nattu using his old good skills to hand India a memorable victory on Captain Kohli's 200th game as captain. Now let's discuss the top two performers of the series. It's gonna be Bhuvi and Bairstow. Let's first talk about the former. Bhuvi played so well throughout the series, and not only in this series, as in the T20 series as well. This series he picked up 6 wickets and had an economy of around 4, which is brilliant for a fast bowler. When all the bowlers were getting hit in the second ODI, it was Bhuvaneshwar who maintained his brilliant economy. Bairstow played very well in the first two ODIs. He missed out on a very well deserved century in the first ODI, but made up for it with a masterclass in the second ODI, which rocked the Indian bowlers. He and Stokes together put on a brilliant show. Anyways, it was an extremely wonderful series. The next international engagement for India is on June when we'll play New Zealand in the World Test Championship finals. It's going to be a massive event as it's the first ever World Test Championship finals, and we hope that India emerges victorious. Then the celebration is all about IPL, which is going to start at April 9th. It's going to be a very, very important tournament, keeping in mind that the T20 World Cup is coming up later this year. So this tournament is important for the Indian selectors to pick out the best squad for the upcoming T20 World Cup. Not maybe pick up the squad, as there's England T20Is and many other games coming. Maybe just to find if they have to give any other player debut before the T20 World Cup begins, and just shortlist people who are in form. Hopefully, we'll make videos on IPL. So, see you later. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye. Sam Karan OP.